What's good, guys? It's your boy Slips here playing a very interesting game, indeed. Um, I saw I saw one of my favorite YouTubers play this demo earlier today, and I was like, huh, I like the game. I like games like this, so I figured I should give it a shot. Now, I don't know if this is gonna be like one of those super fan service ones like Soccer with Spirit or I don't remember which one Nate wants to battle. I don't know. I don't remember which one he's playing. He's playing one of these games right now, but I like those type of games where you just read it out and things are happening. And fun fact for you guys: Kagi Films is the main character in this game. He voiceovers the main character in this game, which I think is just amazing, amazing. Really didn't understand because there's an option in the game that you can turn his voice off. I was like, no. Have you heard this man's voice? It's beautiful. Don't turn it off. It's beautiful. But anyway, here you see the five girls. I kind of played through a little bit of it just to get the gist of the story. So because the girl in the middle isn't supposed to be there. She's supposed to be black like the rest of them. But I already know who this is. I've already met the five girls. And I think right up until that point, I'm completely going to be blind. So yeah, we're just going to go straight into this. I don't know about you guys. Let's start. Welcome. We hope you enjoy this demo. Please know that the full game is available for pre-purchase for $5. You heard it here. You can pre-purchase the game right now with the link below. You can pre-purchase the game for $5, but it's undetermined when the official will be released. As a quick note as well, Tyler, our main character, has a voice by Kagi Films. I said that earlier. However, you can toggle the main character's voice off or on in the quick menu on the bottom right of the dialog box. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. Thank you again for downloading this story demo. Welcome.
Good day. Welcome to the story of Apron Academy. You will be viewing this story as young 24-year-old Tyler Schmidt. Now, please know that this game was created by Michaela Laws using the RenPy visual novel engine. We truly hope you enjoy this story.
I hope I enjoy too, Mr. Disembodied Voice. Did you ever just sit down and think about your life? Where are you going with your life and where are you going to do with it? I mean, sometimes. I often thought about this every day in my bedroom. I would lie back in my bed and stare at the ceiling, wondering where my life was going to go. I didn't have a job and I didn't really have a passion other than playing video games and relaxing. That sounds like every YouTuber ever. Every YouTuber ever. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a moron by any means of the world. In fact, I graduated from a state university with a hefty bachelor's degree. The problem was that my life had a lack of drive to do anything with my degree. Man, you gotta have that passion, man. You gotta go for what you want to do. It really wasn't about me being lazy, but more so of me not being motivated to find a career or job. There is a clear difference between laziness and lack of motivation. At least that's what I tell myself. You go. You go, Tyler. You go. Still, I can't say that my life is totally free of responsibility. I live in my parents' basement. No. No. X. Doing house chores as a form of paying rent. Luckily, my parents didn't care that I didn't have a job as long as I kept the house clean. I have a problem with that. You graduated college and you're still in your parents' basement. I don't like that. Come on, Tyler. At least that's what I thought. Okay. Creepy house music. Anyone? It was evening when it happened. I was passing through the living room to get food from the kitchen when my parents stopped me.
Hold on there, Tyler.
And they have voices too. Alright.
Sweetie, we need to talk.
Guys, it's the birds and the bees conversation. They want to have the birds and bees conversation. Evacuate. From the sound of their tones, the conversation we were about to have was going to be serious. I gulped quietly before turning back into the living room to see my parents on the couch staring at me.
Sure. What is it?
You hear that? That voice is just God. That voice is God.
Sit down, then we'll talk.
Another sign I was growing more nervous about what they had to say. I walked over to the empty chair in my room and sat down, looking to them with curious but nervous eyes.
Alright. What is it?
How long have you been out of college, Ty?
Where was this coming from? My father helped pay for my college education, monitoring his debt like a hawk ever since. Why would he ask such a question? Because he doesn't want to spend all of his money because college is expensive.
2 years?
A but was coming. I felt it.
And we're very proud that you graduated college. But
There it was. I mentally prepared myself for the boot, knowing that it was coming. Were they finally sick of having a moocher son? I would be sick of having a moocher son. I don't like having a moocher son.
Look, you need a job. We can't keep on spoiling you and letting you live here without some form of income.
Reasonable.
I thought me
Reasonable.
doing the household chores was payment for rent.
No. You're just using their income. You're not really making your own.
honey, we meant for you to get income for yourself. We don't mind the help around the house, but
Let's not sugarcoat this. You are an adult, and you need to start making money to eventually get a place of your own. There's just no way around this.
So much for me taking my time. This wasn't exactly a fire at my heels, but the pressure of the idea became nerve-wracking. How was I supposed to find a job when I felt no motivation to? My degree definitely opened some doors, but I would even enjoy the work I went into. I didn't want to make my life a living hell for a job I wouldn't like. That is so true. For anyone who's watching, find a job that you actually want to do and actually enjoy. I looked at the floor between my feet and nodded in understanding. I knew there wasn't really anything I could do to fight back, so I just had to buckle down and figure out what I was going to do with my life. In a form of respect, or maybe condolence, my dad planted a hand on my shoulder and gave my body a soft shake. When he released me, I stood and went to the kitchen to get food before returning to my room. Ooh, this is what their basement looks like? I want this basement, hello? The weight of the situation pressed down on my shoulders like a boulder. I found myself questioning my path and wondering where the hell it was going to take me. Was I going to sink into an endless loop of mediocrity? I was gonna say mediocrity. That was like my instinct. Mediocre and unwanted work.
Fuck me. What am I going to do?
I put my food on my desk and slouched in my chair. This was turning out to be scarier than I thought. Still, I had to relax and think. What was I going to do? Oh, there are choices. Okay, there are choices. I forgot all about the choices in the game. So we have job hunt on the web, we have check in town for work, and we have don't bother with it. Now, me being me, I don't like to just sit around and play video games all day. And I mean, check in town for work, I mean, we could do that, but I feel like the most logical answer was to go like on a website and do it, even though I kind of had more of the middle option myself. But we're just going to do job hunt on the web. As silly as the idea was, the internet had proven itself to be a great place for opportunity. Maybe there was a job available that allowed me to work from home. I don't agree with that, though. Sort of don't agree with that. Maybe there was a job that would let me choose my own hours. That is never the case. The possibilities were endless when the medium was international. I raced through the webs of the internet looking for quick jobs or careers in my degree subject. However, because of the season, many jobs had already been filled with no sign of opening up.
Well, damn.
My motivation was back at zero. How was I supposed to find anything when everything was taken? Even the menial or mundane jobs I found were filled. How mundane were they? I shook my head and sighed, closing out all the tabs I had opened and explored. I began to feel the slowly forming irritation in my mood and mind at the prospect of this. Aww. Oh, it's nighttime. Yo, the artwork is looking kind of good for this game, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Throughout the evening, my mind continued to try and organize how I was going to achieve my goal. Despite it being a goal I couldn't care less for, I ran through my usual social media and email checks and decided to wander through the sites mindlessly. This guy sounds like me. When I first had to deal with this, he sounds like me. What caught my eye was a conversation thread led by my parents on one of my social media sites.
My son is finally going to get a job.
Oh? Where will he be working?
He's still job hunting now, but soon enough he'll find one.
Doesn't he have a degree?
I felt my eyebrow twitch in irritation at the conversation. Bars. Was that really such an important topic to mock publicly? I read on, reading over 50 comments and replies talking about me being a recluse, a moocher, a needing to get off my ass. That's how you know he doesn't have faith in you. If he puts that on public
So
sites.
much for faith in your own son, Pomps.
Yeah, I understand. As I was about to close the window, a message popped up on the page from the site's messaging system. It was from my uncle, who was, from what I remembered, serving the military.
Tyler, your father posted about you needing a job.
Okay, so the disembodied voice is back. I grimaced. A bit slow, uncle. I messaged back, not wanting to be rude.
Yeah, still looking.
My uncle replied almost instantly, and what I read surprised me. It was like a blessed mirade being sent directly to me from a digital wave.
I have a job for you. Interested?
Maybe. Or maybe I already have a job and you just don't know. Yeah. A job? My uncle was really offering me a job? Okay. So we either get to talk about the job or accept the job or deny the job. And seeing as how we're in this predicament to where we need a job for real, I'm going to just say yes, please. Oh, my mouse is in the way. I was against the wall at this point. I needed to nab a job and fast, regardless of what it was. If it was something to get my parents off my back about it, then I would be fine. This guy sounds like me. I'd find my motivation some other time. I quickly replied and waited. What was in store for me? Finally, my uncle replied.
I will come over tomorrow with the details. Pack your things. Have a good night.
That is a very vague description of what I'm doing. Okay. Before I could reply, he went offline. I stared at my screen, rereading his message over and over and over to absorb what he had said.
Pack my things? What the hell?
I was moving out? Where was I going? What kind of job did my uncle have in mind? This was turning out to be ridiculous, but I had agreed. I had no choice in the matter anymore. But hey, at least I got a job. You're darn right you do. I signed off and leaned back in my chair, arching my head over the top and staring at the ceiling. A dull hum covered my thoughts, sinking into the situation for a brief moment. This was going to be interesting. I took the remainder of the night packing what I could before passing out. Oh, right then. Well, I'm going to end it off here for this first part, knowing this was going to just be like the main story type thing, to where, it's just main story, nothing much. I was just going to give you guys a gist of what's happening. We got this kid, Tyler. He needs to get a job because his parents are nagging him, and it's mostly just that right there. His uncle comes out of nowhere, giving him a job that he can't describe for some reason. So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the game. But be sure if you guys enjoyed, slime up that like button as best you could, guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.